Everyone knows that Ellicott City has a history of flooding. The latest reminder was in 2011 when Tropical Storm Lee caused a flash flood, with rainfall reaching more than 3.5 inches an hour at the storm's most intense point. And the situation was made even worse by ground that was already saturated. Debris clogged sections of the stream, causing it to jump the banks and move down Main Street. Shops and residents near the stream had 5 to 6 feet of water. A retaining wall collapsed near the confluence of the Tiber-Hudson and Patapsco. The estimated damage was more than $500,000.
I started getting phone calls from friends up and down Main Street about this flash flood. I called my brother, who lived right behind this house at the time. He wasn't home, but asked me to go check on his house and his dog and cat. It was about a foot of water, swift-moving water, but when I went downstairs, there was thigh-deep water that had all rushed in through his front basement window, and I could smell a very strong odor of gas. Luckily, the neighbor was outside. I asked him if he had something we could shut off the gas with, and we were able to do that. There was a lot of fence damage, plants uprooted, patio furniture gone. Back stairs on my brother's house were completely taken off and laying in the grass. He had about 3 feet of water in his basement, so there was a lot of throwing stuff away and mold and a lot of cleanup. After the flood, I decided to buy this house that's still in the floodplain. Some things that I did to keep it flood-proof would be having a 6-inch threshold at the front door stay, a granite threshold. I felt that that could be the difference between a wet house and a dry house. We also kept a lot of granite exposed, which would mean less drywall to repair. Also had poured concrete floors, a slab on the first floor that has epoxy over it. We had the gas and electric shut off, placed on higher ground so that it wouldn't be affected by flood. We started a group within the neighborhood, the immediate area, called Brainstorm Before the Rainstorm. We have group discussions about making sure everyone's accounted for, making sure we have contact information for everyone. It's a bittersweet way to see neighbors come together. It's also a way to realize what's truly important to you.
Some of the businesses in Ellicott City have changed their operations to better prepare for flood events.
We had a flood before, so our furniture is up off the ground. We've built platforms on wheels so that we can move the furniture that we really care about, and the other stuff is pretty washable or movable. We made sure that we had tables or boxes of some kind, metal boxes, or shelving units that can keep all computers and electronic equipment off the floor, including even just extension cords and additional electrical units. We also got rid of carpets pretty much, so we have the stamped concrete floor. We also have sandbags out in the front of the office in a big trunk. And sometimes what we've seen with some of the other floods is it's just a little tiny bit of water that comes in, and if we can just block the bottom of the door, we're okay. So having those sandbags there is great. It's a very unscientific method, but there's a large stone out in the stream that goes in front of our office that is our indicator of, okay, it's time to move. So we know that when it hits a certain point, we need to pack up and leave right away. We love the space, and the fact, though, that we're able to make some adjustments so that we can stay, it's great. And isn't a river in front of your business supposed to be fortuitous in many cultures? So I think we'll stay.
There are many ways that businesses and residents can prepare for flood events. These actions are low cost and can help save your property and investments from flood damage. Some of these include to avoid being trapped when floodwaters threaten your area. The best action to protect yourself and your family is to evacuate before flooding starts. Elevate critical utilities such as electrical panels, appliances, and heating systems. Make sure that basements are waterproofed and that your sump pump is working. Clear debris from gutters and downspouts. Move furniture, valuables, and important documents to a safe place. Purchase flood insurance as financial protection for the cost of repairs due to flood damage. For more information, visit Howard County's Department of Public Works webpage, howardcountymd.gov.